Good morning. Good morning. Oh, we got some wild and crazy hair this morning. uh, welcome to the Reiki Share. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Lady Lighthouse. Um, if you're able to chat, I'd love to know where are you joining from? What state? What country? Uh, yeah, let me know. I'm based out of Kentucky. Uh, all right, I guess we're just gonna leave the wild and crazy hair this morning. She's got a mind of her own. But yeah, I'm streaming from Kentucky, so it's 9 a.m. Eastern over here. But if you, I invite you to message in chat, let me know where you're joining. We're just going to give people a minute to come in if they'd like to join before we get started. But I'm excited to share. I'm excited to share this practice with you. I'm excited to share this offering with you. Um, and just let you know or let you see what it's like to practice Reiki, what it's like to experience the power of Reiki. Um, yeah. Let's just give people one more minute, I think. We'll start at 9:02. But I feel good. I feel excited. I feel ready. I don't know if let me see. Can you hear the Seems like you maybe aren't hearing the Spotify little crystal tones in the background. That's fine. I'll figure that out for next time. But we'll go ahead and get started. So, uh, I have been practicing Reiki for a little while now. I am uh, a psychic channeler as well as many other things, but I've been doing a lot of energy work on myself for several years, many years at this point, and I've really dove into. I guess I should also add that I have an engineering background, and that doesn't seem to overlap for many people when it comes to being a psychic channeler, but having the engineering background. So my degree is in engineering, but through all of the learning and healing of my own, I've moved into um, energy work and giving back to others. And so the Reiki share today is I am going to be sharing my experience channeling in sending Reiki to people that have consented by filling out a specific form that I have on my website. And I say that because getting a getting consent, explicit consent, is key when doing any sort of energy work. I do not tap into anyone I don't have their consent for. Um, and I don't send Reiki healing to anyone again that I don't have their consent for. So the list of people that I will be sharing today is a curated list of people that have submitted and given me their explicit consent. I'll be using first names, but and again sharing what's coming through, but I won't be um, sharing too much about them specifically. So I guess let's get started. What I'll do is I'm going to do an opening prayer, and I do this every time before I open my channel. I have the same beginning opening prayer, and then Reiki I tack on a few extra things. Um, and we'll just get started. We'll see what comes through. And feel free to ask questions in the chat along the way. Otherwise, I'll take questions again at the end if you're curious of, you know, what is that? What does that mean? Where is that coming through? Like sensations, that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna ground myself here, take a few deep breaths. Divine source, infinite creator, I call upon you now to bring forth whatever's in the highest and best for Mary and Elena. I call upon my team and Mary and Elena's team to bring forth whatever's in the highest and best. Thank you for your time, energy, and gifts. I feel myself grounded, connecting to the earth. I now open my Reiki eye. I am a clear channel for Reiki to flow. I'm going to rub my hands briefly just to activate my hand chakras. And I'm going to draw the power of the universe, or place the power of the universe in my hands with the Reiki symbol. Move back just a little bit so you can see my hands. Actually, I'll tip this down a little. Just taking a few grounding breaths as the Reiki energy begins to flow. Right now, the main sensation is I'm just feeling the light pouring into my left hand, pouring into my Reiki eye, which for me is up here. Let's find a balance. The Reiki eye is up here. There we go. Feeling the light pouring in. And then it's shooting up and out my right hand. And I get the visual of it going and connecting. It's like my state, and it's jumping up and connecting to the two individuals that we named in the beginning. We're just letting that light pour in and pour out. Again, being a free and flowing channel for the Reiki to flow. I do not force anything. I do not try to instruct where it's going. I simply am a receiver and a transmuter, and I send it wherever I'm being guided. Now I'm getting the feeling and sensation of going around their hips, coming around like the front part of their hips. And we're just sending a lot of love and light and Reiki into this pelvic cavity, this pelvic space, into their hips, into almost like their psoas, or the groin. Yeah, I guess the groin region of the muscles in their legs. To give you a little background too on these individuals, it's been a lot of spinal work that we've been doing, and when you submit a distant Reiki request, I will send Reiki over the course of 2 weeks during times that spirit and or their higher selves call me to, and some days I'll take a break if their higher selves are telling me that they need time to integrate. And so we've been doing a lot of spinal work, and right now what we're doing down in their hips, down in the groin, down in the kind of in the sitting region of the front of their pelvis. It feels like a stabilizing Reiki. So we've done a lot with their spine. Now it's time to help stabilize the new energy that's moving in. Coming up the back of their hips now. It's coming up around kind of the top back of, honestly, their butt muscles, those like really big glute muscles on the side, like the sides back of their butt. And again, it's just the sensation or feeling of sending Reiki here. It feels like the intention is stabilizing, to help those muscles stabilize the spinal work that we've been doing. The beautiful thing about Reiki is you don't need to be in the same space to receive it. Energy is timeless. Kind of coming around their back. Again, still in that low back, that upper butt, near where the tailbone might start. Where if you have sciatic issues, kind of rounding up that area of their upper like glutes. Smoothing the energy, pulling it to the spine. And sometimes, and I'm getting it now, sometimes I get little sensations of almost like, the best descriptor is if it's like this might sound weird, but it's a like spider robots that the sensation is like these little like energy spider robots that are coming out, and they're like, I'm just dropping them at the spine, and they're going in, and they're the little workers that are going in and um, reconnecting the nerves that they need to do, or putting the powerful energy of Reiki where it needs to go to heal the body in exactly the way that their body needs to heal. And I get that sensation a lot whenever I'm really close to the spine. It's just leaving a trail of these little energy workers that are going in and weaving and reconnecting the things. And so we're just working around again that low back, wherever if you were to have like a sciatic issue, just in that region where the tailbone starts. And then the little energy workers coming along the back of the spine. And one of the interesting things that I'll point out too is a lot of my sessions for these individuals have been really heavily right side focused, but today uh, they're having me use both of my hands. And so it feels like today is more of a balancing energy. There's still some clearing being done, but today is a balancing. Today is a stabilizing session. We're just helping the energy move up and down the sides of the spine. Gliding it over, keeping it moving. Because when it's moving, it's able to heal, it's able to clear, it's able to ground, it's able to bring in new energy, new love, new light, new Reiki. Alternating the hands. Again, this feels like we're just helping the flow of traffic. Going up and down their whole spine. I'm actually still feeling pulled to stay a little bit lower, actually. That's okay. Sometimes I do like to check, but this feels like we're stopping right about at the bottom of the rib cage. We're just doing that low back down to the end of the tailbone. Keeping the energy moving. Pouring energy in, pulling it out, pouring it in, pulling it out. We're just playing with the flow of energy, helping the body relearn, recalibrate. Again, just keeping that energy moving, pumping it in or pushing it in, guiding it in, pulling it out. We're just kind of weaving this almost infinity symbol. Almost kind of like a Venn diagram, actually. Because they're really focused on their specific side. So that right side of their low back butt area is sending the energy in. The left side is kind of pulling it out. There is overlap right there in the middle along the tailbone. The other beautiful thing about energy, and what has been true for me, is that the left side of your body is the influx of energy. It's where you allow energy to flow into you, and the right side is typically where energy flows out. but all the systems need to be balanced. And we need to be able to have the free flow of energy so your body is able to heal in whatever way is in her highest and best, or his highest and best. Bringing my left hand into stillness. It feels like that one is done moving. Now we're just bringing that energy that's, it feels like it's up in their right upper glute, or upper hip, low back. We're kind of pulling that energy, pulling that muscle, or sending the energy, sending the Reiki through the muscle and sending that into the spine. So that way it can be grounded and sent out, composted in whatever's in their highest and best. It's almost like an energetic massage of this muscle, this region. We move energy with one of three ways: with breath, sound, or movement, or all three, or any combination thereof. So whenever I do a deep sigh during a Reiki session, I know that's a signal to me that it's just like, okay, we've sent it out, we've got it, we've sent out a big wave of it. Just working on that upper muscle along the top of their right butt cheek. And I feel like I'm gonna need to get a poster that has more of the anatomy on it so I can use more formal terms, perhaps, or maybe I'll just keep describing it in my colloquial terms. Massaging the energy out or towards the spine. That way their spine can move it through their energy system. Yeah, that deep breath there, that deep sigh, just felt like, okay. Sigh of relief. Feels like it's calming down. Just a little bit still lingering, we're sending to the spine. I'm now viewing my hands as if the end of their tailbone is resting right in the heel of my hands. Or maybe like right between it. but I'm at the very bottom at their root chakra. I'm still feeling a lot of energy leaving my right hand, or it feels a lot of. Let me see if I can use a different descriptor. There's a warmth and there's a pressure feeling on the bottom of my, or on the heel of my right palm. And my left hand, burping again, letting it move. My left hand is just receiving. It's a little bit cold near my fingertips, or like these couple fingers. But there's also a slight pressure in the left palm or the left heel. Again, I'm below them, and I'm also, or I'm working below them, but I'm facing their back. And the other interesting thing is, so energy typically comes in the left and out the right on your front side, but it's reversed on your back. That's why I feel like that's why I'm facing their back, and this hand is cold. The energy is leaving my left hand and coming into my right. I'm just transmuting it again. My intention and what I work with the most is sending it into the ground to be composted into whatever is in the highest and best. Just sitting here for a few moments. Yawns are good. If ever you were in an argument or a disagreement with someone and someone yawned, that's actually a good sign. It's a genuine yawn. It's their body's natural way of moving through the emotion, moving through the energetic state that they're in, and releasing it, helping themselves regulate. So you'll see a lot of yawning and energy work. Sometimes burping, sometimes coughing. That's just using the combination of, again, breath, sound, movement. we must really have it going now. Oh, I feel another one. As I yawn, I can feel the down regulation. I can feel the body system calming down. I can feel even in my third eye, I can feel the relaxation. I don't take myself too seriously. I like to. It's fun to giggle at the yawning. Oh, all right. I'm getting the message that they're done for the day. Ooh. All right, I'm just gonna do a few grounding breaths. All right. You are whole. You are complete. Send any energy that is not mine back to sender. Call all of my energy back to me now. I blast out any remaining energy that is not mine. I send it into the ground to be composted, and whatever is in the highest and best. Got me tearing up over here. Ugh. All right. Okay, let me adjust this back up. Yeah, I'm just taking that in for a moment. Like, I was like, how was that? If you stuck around or if you joined, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your questions, observations. But again, I'll be doing this weekly. Like I said, I do these distant Reiki shares for free without streaming them. I do them on my own each day, or depending on when I get called to do it and who's higher self, who's on the list, or who's submitted their request, is open to receiving that day. And so, if you'd like to get on the list, if you or someone you know needs a personal healing, Reiki healing, distant healing, I invite you to submit a request. Otherwise, thank you for coming. Make sure you follow the channel, share with others you think could could benefit, who might be interested. Um, just letting it sit for a moment. I know my chat is you gotta have or verified your email and phone number just so I know you're human. I like to have real connections and chat with you all. Mm. All right, I'm getting the message to pull a card, so we got time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a card. Uh, my my deck that I'm gonna use is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Let me pull it up here. There you go. So this was a deck gifted to me by my spiritual coach, or by my intuition coach. And I just love it so much. The artwork on it is beautiful. I'm a big into dream, just all sorts of things. Yeah, big into dream interpretation. There we go. I was like, what is the word? Dream interpretation. And I'm gonna actually transition to this too, because I have we'll be doing live card pulls on Wednesday. So this is just a little sample of what I got. And I guess while I'm here, I'll say card pulls. We're still learning. Still learning. All right. Let's do. All right. We're going to do a card pull for the collective. Hold on, I'm just checking in on what Spirit wants. It's the collective for today. We'll just do collective for today. That's what it feels like. So I will just shuffle, and whatever card comes out, comes out. Angles down just a little bit. Hold on. All right. Whatever's in the highest and best. Ooh, that was really fast. We got 2 cards. Oh my gosh. I love this. Okay. So the very first card we got was 22, this Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain. And I'm laughing because the other day, whenever I was doing setup and prep work, and I was showing this to my husband, I was like, this is the card I pulled. And it's just so amazing and so beautiful. So a few things about this card that like worth noting, or where I get really drawn to, is the number 22. So 22 is a master number. Then we have, Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain. We just did the Reiki pull, or the Reiki Share, and now the card is talking about transmuting pain, but also when it comes to the collective and in today, it's just like, we're breathing, we're taking a deep breath, we're allowing the old frustrations and the old shit to clear away. And we're using that pain, or we're letting it go. It's not we're using it, we're letting it go. Even like, I see the toe, here we go, the toes down here, and I use the symbology or the intention of sending something into the ground to be the highest and best. And it's like, that is what we're doing. We are sending our pain, our grief, the dense energy that no longer serves us into the earth. Let Mother Earth compost it. Let her turn it into whatever's in the highest and best for the collective. And then I believe that this is probably the moon, but it's also the beautiful thing about this imagery that it's giving me is, there we go, I'll figure this out, is that it's the blend of the moon and the sun, the coloring of the sun. And what I love about that is like it feels like the balanced masculine and feminine energy. So the sun is masculine, the moon is the feminine. And so these two being blended up here just feels like the scales are balanced. And also the color yellow is excuse me. Also the color yellow is very much it's the color that connects to your solar plexus, which is located like right here. And that's where your center of your power comes from. And so it's just, oh, there's so much. And then the butterfly wings or dragonfly wings, if you may, coming through on the individual, the shiny like sparkly individual. It's like this individual looks like a disco ball, and it's just like transmuting pain, and the light is about to shine on them, and they are going to sparkle and transform in such beautiful ways. Yeah, this card is so beautiful. The more I look at it, the more I get it. It's just I say that and then I'm like, well, actually, no, that feels complete. Hilarious. But yeah, it's the balancing of the masculine and feminine. It's transmuting the pain, sending whatever's dense and doesn't serve you into the highest and best, into Mother Earth, and then getting ready to bloom. Like, you transmute that pain and you are unstoppable. Truly, truly unstoppable when you transmute that pain. And you're going to shine so bright. And I can't wait to see it. All right. The other card that popped out, again, the energy for today, is the Vanishing Mirror. So this is interesting. Let's see. This one I actually haven't seen yet, or I haven't pulled in any other scenario just yet. So I'm big on numerology, but I will say I'm not super connected to the number 5, so I feel like this 5 might be for someone else. But I also will point out that 8 brings the power of balance. So if we kind of go back to this first one, you know, we had the power of balance coming in this background, or of that sun moon color. Let me just look at this card and take it in for a second. Yeah, I'm looking at this and it's I get the shattering of beliefs, the shattering of who we thought we were, the shattering of, and the other thing I'm drawn to is the shattering is on the right side. So again, I'm very masculine, feminine. This right side is the one that's shattering. So it almost feels like it feels like a shattering of the masculine logical ways. Um, and just embracing that feminine, embracing the beauty, embracing the intuitiveness. I'm sorry that picked up that. uh, excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's too much more to that card other than just letting go, breaking that logical mind in whatever way it's been showing up for you, and then but finding a new balance with it. Again, that power, the power of the eight. I'm really drawn to the eight in this. The five might stand out for you or someone else, but the eight feels what's most powerful in the shattering of the old self and stepping into the new one from a place of balance. Actually, hold on. Okay, we're back. So let me hold those up side by side. Again, this is the reading for today. This is the energy for the collective going into your day to day. Beautiful energy, honestly. There's so much transmutation happening here. And honestly, I have someone in mind who I think of when when I see this. So I hope you're watching, and if you're not, I hope you watch this back. I still have another cough. Hold on. This is good. We're clearing energy out as we're doing stuff, clearing it out for myself, clearing it for other people. We're transmuting. It's a good day. All right. This feels pretty complete. I don't feel like there's much more to add today. If there are no other questions, I'll probably end this stream early. Um, but thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming. Again, if you or someone you know wants to be added to the distant Reiki, or please submit a request here. I put the link in the chat. That way you can be included. Again, I do it every day as I feel called or as the higher selves call. But otherwise, it primarily, otherwise I'm coming on here once a week now to start sharing, so that way other people can see, what it is. But I'll be on here on Wednesday morning from 8 to 10 a.m. to do another live card pull. That time um, we'll do probably, I'm thinking, I'll wait to see what Spirit says, but the idea is that it will be a collective card pull in the beginning, and that will be the energy for the week that's coming through. And then if anyone wants individual card pulls, I will just need to get your consent in the chat, and then I can tune in and pull a card for you, or cards, whatever comes through, whatever pops out. But I'm not limiting it to just one card, but I'm not promising more than one because I really don't know. It's just whatever happens with the deck. And it might not be this deck. I have one other one that could potentially come through, but the Oracle cards, they're just so pretty. They're just so pretty. So, anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I love you all. I send you and all of the wonderful beings that I worked with today love and light, and I send love to and love and light to the connections. I didn't mention that before, but one of the biggest things to do is to send, whenever you're doing energy work with someone, is to send love and light to their connections as well. So I'm doing that now, just that way the ripple effects from the healing is hopefully easier on them. But I love you. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on Wednesday at 8 a.m.